How's it going, everybody? Doing a drinking and rambling vid here today with some garage sale pickups. I did pick up 5 games this morning, PS2 games for $1 a piece, so I spent $5. I'll talk about those in a few minutes. I took my bike out today for the first time, so I get used to riding again, but I'll be drinking some Kugel Summer Shandy. I do not have the autofocus, so it's not going to focus it too great. Whatever. This is good. It's got like lemon flavor in it. I also like their Berry Weiss and their, I think it was Harvest Shandy. It was like their fall one with pumpkin in it. That one was decent too. They're not strong, like 4.2% alcohol, so. I did drink a little of this. I started this video before, but the cat came in from outside. It sounded like she was vomiting, but nothing came up, so I had to run out there. And she still might, but whatever. I'm going to be rambling a little bit about, before I show the pickups, I watched the Microsoft press conference. It was before. It was 1 o'clock, I guess. Today's Sunday. And for me, Sony's not even doing one this year. I assume they'll have their own thing maybe next month or something, or later this month. I don't know. But they, this was going to be the conference for me. I was hoping for at least to be like, okay, I got to get the Xbox Series X because everything's going to be exclusive. Now, because they have Bethesda now, they purchased, acquired Bethesda. I was like, okay, maybe that will be the one, right? I'm going to throw the autofocus on here. No, I'm not. That's better. And in my opinion, I thought the press conference, I want to say disappointing. For myself personally, it was kind of disappointing. Now, they briefly mentioned towards the end of it, Elder Scrolls 6, Fable, Perfect Dark, some of the games they didn't show anything of. Now, I wouldn't expect any of those games to be out for another 2 years, probably. I'm pretty sure the Indiana Jones game was not mentioned at all. They started off with a game called Starfield, which is exclusive. That actually, it was just a regular trailer. I don't think there's any gameplay, which could be interesting. They showed more of that game Grounded. There was a new Forza Horizon they showed, which looks great, but I'm not super into racing games. There was one called, I think it was like Redfall. That was the last one they showed. It's like a open world shooter that could be played, I guess, by yourself with 4 people and vampires involved, I think. They showed some Far Cry 6, that's coming to everything. They showed another a game that was made by the people, I think, or some of them that made the Left 4 Deads, and it's like Back for Blood, I think it's called. Once again, it looks kind of cool, but not interesting enough for me. They showed some Halo Infinite stuff. I don't even think they put a date on that. They actually showed a ton of games. I'll give them that. Like, it was game after game after game. Plague's Tale 2, Requiem. I hate that word. I really like Plague Tale, and since that looks cool, that's like one of the exclusives. I'm pretty sure it's exclusive. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just timed. Some of them I think are timed exclusives, like Stalker 2 looks cool, and I think that's a timed exclusive. They showed that. They showed like a Pirates of the Caribbean DLC for Sea of Thieves and stuff, and other things as well. But there's nothing there. Like, I wanted them to just be like, listen, Elder Scrolls, when it comes out, it's going to be exclusive. Here's the indie game. Here's a small trailer. It's going to be exclusive. And they didn't. And I'm like, of course, it's got to be a pain in the ass. So, I don't know. I might end up still getting a PS5. I can't say, like I said, it was kind of disappointing to me just for specific reasons. Because I don't want to get both systems. I really don't. At least, I mean, I guess I can get one down the line if it drops in price, like 5 years from now. But, for that first console, I want to make the right choice, because I don't think I made the wrong choice with the Xbox One over the PS4, but I think I would have enjoyed having the PS4 more. But whatever, like I said, Square Enix is the next one that starts in like 15 minutes or something, so I'll probably miss some of that, but I want to check out what they got up. I'm sure it'll be Final Fantasy, maybe Deus Ex or something. They do Hitman too, right, these days. They do a lot, decent amount too, Square Enix now, because they've bought up developers also. But Ubisoft was last night. They showed a cool game. It was, I forget what it was, Riders Republic. It was like snowboarding, hang gliding, I think parasailing, stuff like that, BMX stuff. It looked kind of cool, actually. Microsoft also showed some of that, I think that new Battlefield game that's coming out. There's a bunch they did show a bunch of stuff, to their credit, they showed a bunch, so if you're into a lot of games, that helped, but I wanted to, like, know for sure, like, just, and I would assume, like, if Elder Scrolls would be exclusive, but you never know. But yeah, anyway, that's Microsoft conference. I think Capcom's tomorrow, Nintendo might be Tuesday, but I'm working Tuesday, so I'm going to have to watch that one later. I mean, once again, you can't get these systems anyway at the moment, so I'm not going to be touching one for probably another 6 to 8 months anyway. But yeah, anyway, on to the pickups. Like I said, it was 5 PS2 games, buck a piece. The first one is Cabela's African Safari. Now, I picked this one up in another Cabela's game. I'll show it next. They had like 6 Cabela's games there. I only grabbed the 2 because I thought there might be some value. And at the end of the day, I could use these cases for those Sly Cooper games that I got yesterday. But this was the first one. I think they sell for like, this and the other one sell for like maybe like $7, $8, $9.99. Nothing crazy, but you can just hunt the feared Big Five. But, like I said, I grabbed some of these, and I just hoped, that maybe they had value, but all the games are complete, which is nice, and these cases are in good condition, which is good if I want to use them for other games. The second one here is Cabela's Alaskan Adventures. You can also get 12 issues of Outdoor Life. I doubt that. I would assume that's expired, considering this came out 15 years ago. You get all new bird hunting in this. Dog sled through the Arctic. Thousands of authentic gear options. For a free Cabela's catalog, call and number on the back. Never played these games. I might have actually played one briefly on, it might have been the Wii. Not into them. I know people, these games I would assume, are pretty big considering they continue to make them, so it's like fighting games or racing games with me. I just have genres that I'm not into. But these 2 I grabbed because of that, I was like, maybe they have some value, but did I open this? It's even got its little thing for it. Actually, I want to see if it is. Is this like still a magazine? Anybody know? Outdoor Life. Oh yeah, it's good till 2008. Missed out by 13 years, almost 12 and a half. Almost had it. You see, look, there's a coming soon for the other one I picked up. I could sell them together though, as well. And the next 2 I also picked up because I've never played any of these games, and I might want to give one of the 2 a try. And I thought they might have some value because you don't see them as much here. I know they're bigger in Japan. But the first one in here is actually by Bethesda. This is the Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships. Horse racing game. Once again, complete. Same thing, though. This one doesn't have that much value, so this might be the one that I swap out a case for. Classic. Whoops, wrong side. Oh, I did it again. Memory card holder. Whatchamacallit did that as well. GameCube. What is this one? You can play in... compete at top racetracks from all over North America. Del Mar, Belmont Park, Keeneland, and many more. I've been to Belmont before. A few times. I guess these are just like sport, they're horse racing simulations. You can do the Breeders' Cup, obviously. Experience varying climates, TV-style coverage, sophisticated wagering system, so you can obviously gamble, because a lot of people like to gamble on horse racing. That's the key. You build your own stable, apparently. Race your own thoroughbred, etc. I might give one of these a try though, just to see how it is. Because I know I'm pretty sure in Japan, like maybe not this one specifically, but probably the other one that I got and other ones before that. Even on the Super Nintendo, they have a bunch of them. They're bigger over there. I don't know if they still are. But the other one is made by Tecmo, and this is an old one. This came out in '01. Artwork's a little busted on the top, but it's a Gallop Racer 2001. So this is an older game. You can tell the artwork is a little damaged at the top. The manual is also damaged. I think this is more arcadey than the other one. What does this say? Season mode, endure harsh weather conditions as well. Gambling feature, race a buddy, 1,500 horses to unlock. Jeez. Yeah, you can create your own jockey and breed a stable of champions, so kind of cool, I guess. I'm gonna pick them up. I never seen them. This one sells for like $8, $9, $10. I'm gonna take the risk every time for $1. I'll show the last game in a minute. But there's, like I said, there was other Cabela games there. I don't think there was anything else other than that. There was like 2 of the deer hunting games. There was like maybe 3 deer hunting games. It could have even been 4. Like I said, I don't know the value of those. I mean, I know they're not like overly valued. Even like I think maybe inexpensive ones, maybe like $30 used. I can't remember the full title, so thankfully I won't look them up and be annoyed that I didn't get them. Last game I got is the most valuable of the games. I've gotten this before. This is the one that I immediately saw and grabbed, but it's The Godfather, the game. This one actually, the last one I got, God, who knows when that was, 4 years ago, had the manual like this. Did not have the map though, so this one has the map, which is cool. Small map of the city, and you get the crime family tree here in the back. That underrated sound of opening and closing maps and posters. But cool to see that in there. The manual on the map. I haven't tested any of these. I still haven't tested the games from yesterday. I need to do that today, though. There was also The Godfather 2 they made. I don't think it was on the earlier systems. I think it was on the PS3 and 360. Never played this one. I don't even think I think other than testing it, I didn't play much of it. Pretty cool. Little tap, nice tapping sound, right? But, another 5 games to get. Always classic. Another one here. I don't know if I'm going to finish this one on camera or not. But, it's cool to see them. And the Godfather game sells for closer to 20, anywhere between 15 and 20. And having the map and the manual is nice, so that will help. I'm looking at the time here. Probably go maybe another 5-10 minutes. So it's cool to get games. I mean, not counting the Pokemon cards. I mean, I spent $5, $8 and got 9 games. So you can't beat that. You can't beat that. But if it was 50 cents a game, but it's a great deal. Like, I'm gonna take the risk every time. If it's $1 a game, I'll see if it has value. That's how you kind of learn. You kind of, like, I look up games pretty consistently to see prices, but I'm not checking everything. Like horse racing games, I'm not paying attention to. The Cabela's games, I don't pay attention. I'm looking for, like, the higher ones and stuff. sport games I typically don't look after unless it's like maybe like a NCAA football. I know there's a few valuable ones. I know they're bringing it back right in like a year or two, but it stopped for a while. And like that last one, maybe it was 13 or 14, has value. And some of the other ones actually do too. I've sold some, maybe like the later ones. The Islanders are on today, actually. Game one of the semifinals, conference finals, whatever they're calling it this year. Playing the Lightning again. Everybody knows the Lightning are a tall order. They lost to them last year in 6. So hopefully it's a different outcome this year. But it's nice being an Islanders fan, actually having them make noise in the playoffs the past 3 years. Second round, the conference finals last year, and then again this year. It's something that Islander fans haven't had, and I myself personally haven't had, because I was very young when they had their dynasty. I think I was like 1 through 4 years old, and I think I might have been 5 or 4. No, wait. 80, 79, 80, 80, 81, 81, 82, 82, 83. So I would have turned 4 when they won it. So I turned 5 when they lost the one to Edmonton, the 5th one they went to. They beat Edmonton. Who'd they beat in all those? Let's see if I have the Flyers in the first year. I know the 4 teams they beat. I don't know if the North Stars they beat the second year, and then they beat the Canucks. I don't know if they were switched. And then they beat Edmonton, and then they played Edmonton again and lost to them. So it pretty much went like a Canadiens dynasty to an Islanders one to the Oilers one. That Islanders team was ridiculous, man. I mean, Bossy, Trottier, Dennis Potvin, Billy Smith, and Ned. I don't know if Chico Hirsch was still. He was there early when they had success in the playoffs before they won the cup. So I think he was actually on the first one. Butch Goring they traded for from the Kings. What was the guy's name? Tonelli. Was it Mike Tonelli? I can't remember all their names. Who was the other? Nystrom. Bobby Nystrom. They were pretty. It was a pretty stacked team, and the Oilers were stacked as well. And I assume the Canadiens team was stacked. But like I said, for the Islanders, 92-93 was like the year they made the conference finals when they lost to the Canadiens. They stopped the Penguins dynasty in 7 because the Penguins easily could have won 3rd in a row that year. Then they got destroyed by the Rangers the next year and sucked pretty much after that until they sporadic appearances when they got like Yashin and Pekka and a few with Tavares, but not like true noise like this. They have a solid team, but it's Trotz, like actually having like an actually like excellent coach is fucking huge. Somebody actually asked about in a comment I haven't responded yet if they think Lillard could win a championship in Portland. I would like to see that, but I don't think it's going to happen at this point. They don't have a bona fide second star. I'm not even saying superstar. Like McCollum is a good player, but he just disappears too much. Like if you're that good, you can't. I don't even think not that he didn't do anything, but like you need him to be huge, almost as huge as Lillard, because they can't survive. I mean, they have Carmelo, who's still solid for his age. Like Enes Kanter, they got that guy from Toronto too, who's supposed to be pretty good, but hopefully they're back. But who knows, man? Everybody's every year is like, oh, Lillard's coming to this team, or he's gonna be traded to this team. I mean, if they trade him, I hope they get some pieces for him, some nice assets or players, because it sucks because he's been so committed to Portland since he came in the league and everything. But at this point, I know they fired Terry Stotts, so I think they need to hire Stotts was a solid coach, but I think he ran his course. I think he coached him 8 or 9 years, so they're going to kind of be an Islander situation, like get a top-line coach. But I don't know. I'd love to see it happen, but I just don't know. And I think the West is doable. Like, there's good teams like Denver, Utah, the Clippers, and Phoenix are solid. I mean, I don't know what the Lakers are going to be next year, but I mean, if they were in the East, it'd be a different story. They'd have really like 1 or 2 teams to concern themselves with. But you never know, though, because they're like I always called them kind of like a poor man's Warrior, like that Warriors team that won all those. They couldn't shoot as consistent as those Warriors teams. Like the Warriors teams, I feel like during their run, even when they're losing some finals, like still would would almost always shoot incredible. It's freaking insane. But yeah, good to get back on the bike. Been a while. Had to pump up those tires, but it was nice. I rode a little longer than I probably should have. My knees were bothering me. My knees bother me when I ride. My one ankle starts hurt when I walk too far. But hopefully, there's more G sales next week. It's nice to pick up some games though. To get all this, for friggin' for $8 is sweet. It's like case in point. I bought that Scoob game. I haven't done a pickup video on it. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a regular pickups with a couple other games I got. And the N64 game isn't older than the PlayStation games, but I should say pickups from places other than garage sales. But I bought an N64 game. It's $15. It's like I got 8, 9 games for $8. So I still have $6, $7 to spare. Yeah. Alright. There's the daily Domino's thing. Email. I signed up for like a Domino's email once because we ordered it online like a year ago, 2 years ago. Because you got like a free side or something. One of their free cinnamon twist type things, whatever they're called. And now they send you emails every day. Yeah. Give this another minute or two. And go maybe check out what Square Enix is bringing to the table. Like I said, though, it's disappointing. I want to see what Sony, if they do their own conference in a month or something, or this month even. I want to see what they're going to bring to the table in terms of exclusives, because if Elder Scrolls is the key, if that's exclusive to Xbox, it's going to be hard. That's why I just wanted to know definitively, but not all these things were exclusive. Some I think were timed. I think the Stalker game was not it was a console launch exclusive, but it was not fully exclusive. It's do you do that with Elder Scrolls because it's such a freaking selling point, or do you, Sony pony up a ton of money and then you're making even more money, Because I think Sony's outselling it, although I know scalpers have bought up a bunch of PS5s, so a lot of sales are coming from that, but I know the Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart came out, and that's supposed to be amazing. It looks really cool. So, I want to see what they bring to the table next. Anyway, I think I'm going to turn this off now and go check out that conference, but I just wanted to do a little drinking and rambling. Show those garage sale pickups that I was going to just do drinking and rambling, but I went out and got some pickups. I was like, shit, I could have made a longer video with the other ones, but whatever. But yeah. Thanks everyone for checking this out. I'll be back with another video tomorrow, and have a good day.